Welcome back, entrepreneurs. Now I will call you entrepreneurs only. Why? Because we are learning entrepreneurship and we are learning about that how we can convert a simple idea into impactful and successful business model. Right? From the last, a couple of sessions, we have uh, studied and we have learned in depth that how we can follow a certain process, procedure, program, right, and discipline so that we can fulfill our dream of becoming a successful entrepreneur, right? So very quickly before we will move to our next module, let's discuss about the glimpse, or I would say in brief, that what we have learned in our last module. So we have learned about customer discovery and validation. You remember how to discover your customer and then validate them. Why it matters. We learned in detail that why it matters. See, finding out a customer, finding out a specific market is, uh, I mean, everything is important in the process. But imagine that if you have an amazing product ready, you have spent a lot of time, energy, passion, money, everything. Now you have product in hand, right? And but you do not have customers. What's the point of that? And vice versa. That's why I'm saying that everything is interlinked. Everything is important. But yeah, customer is, see, we need to understand that customer and market is not only required to get your business started, you know, it is very, very important to learn this module, customer discovery and validation, because through this module, we'll understand that how to sustain ourselves in the market. That's the important part. You made a product or you started delivering a service and you have your customer base, good, good target audience, they are paying you well, excellent. But for how long? Time changes, customer changes, culture changes, requirement changes. So if we not only learn, but we also try to implement this model, then we'll understand that how we can keep on growing in the business, how we keep on evolving the business, how we can sustain our business. That's the most important factor for any entrepreneur, right? That how to sustain. So every time, so in every couple of years, technology changes. Every couple of years, people demand changes, request changes, need changes, financial capacity changes. So how to manage that and how to cope up with that? That's why customer discovery is an ongoing process. Ongoing process, right? Because uh, by the time you'll reach to X number of sales, to grow from that X number of sales to Y number, you would definitely need two things. One, of course, you need the rebuyers, right? Or the repeat buyers who will buy your product again. But you need more numbers, more customers so that you can reach to the Y. And to do and then so on to Y to Z and so on, right? So that's why customer discovery and validation, it become necessity not only to start your business, not only to reach to an X number of sales, but to sustain and to grow continuously, right? And then we understood that how we can target the user and how we can target the problem in depth, right? We studied about that, the four basic principles: building basic user personas, conducting effective customer interviews, mapping user journeys and pain points, problem solution. Right? We studied about that. Yes. Why? Because it is important. It is important. See, building basic user persona, creating a educated assumption profile. Remember, we studied about it, right? demographics, age, education, their culture, their region of living, from where they are coming. So that we can create a educated assumption model so that we know our customer very well, right? And then conducting effective customer interviews, creating interview questions. Those are impactful, effective communication, not vague questions, right? Close-ended questions, say big no to close-ended questions, open-ended questions. Do not ask them leading questions, right? Just let them share the honest and accurate feedback with you, right? Mapping user journeys and pain points and their journeys, where they are. They really want to solve the problem, or they already accept their fate. And if not, then do they have trust on you? How you can build that trust, you know, how you can solve that problem. And then problem fit solution. Again, the same thing, how you can solve that problem. you know. So when we learn all these parameters, right, then we are already there. Things are started working for you. I was saying this earlier as well. Things are started working for you. चीजें आपके लिए काम कर रही हैं क्योंकि आप यहाँ तक पहुंच गए हैं, right? So now we will go ahead and learn that how we can develop a effective business model, right? From an idea to opportunity to understand the customer to done all the analysis and everything. Now we reach to the level where we have to convert our idea and our prototype, our minimum viable product to a accurate business model. And how to develop that? This we will learn. A concise guide to building effective business models for entrepreneurs. Covers key components, validation strategies, revenue streams, scalability to turn into ideas into sustainable ventures, and so on. Right? In this model, we will understand in depth, right, that what we need to do, how we need to do to create it into a business model, an idea we are talking about, right? And because see, we already done the analysis part, we already figured it out which market we want to tap, we already figured it out the problem we are going to solve, we have already figured it out the name of the company and everything, which I assume that you guys already uh, done that, right? And there is one more thing that if you remember that I asked you everyone during the last module that start doing a practical experiment with your friends, with your family, and I assume that you started doing that. If you already done that, then it will be easy for you to understand that how we can develop a business model, right? अगर हमने वो किया है तो हम आगे आराम से और बढ़ सकते हैं, बहुत इफेक्टिवली बढ़ सकते हैं, और बहुत इफेक्टिवली अंडरस्टैंड कर सकते हैं कि बिजनेस मॉडल को कैसे डिजाइन करना है, कैसे डेवलप करना है, कैसे उसको फॉलो करना है, राइट? बिकॉज दैट्स द की ऑफ एनी सक्सेसफुल entrepreneurship.